Do you agree that B is reasonably close?
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Now you got to be careful here because it's either going to give you Y or X, and that tells you which one to go through. So your line might be slightly different than mine, but it's the same idea. Any questions or that, or can we move to 11?
Let's go into 11.
Let's do it. All right, let me get that snipped in here. Come on, create some space. There it is. Okay, so again, we want to draw a line of best fit, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be, I don't know, roughly correct. Maybe that one's good enough. Okay, now this time they're telling you that X is 6. So you go to the X-axis, one down here, you find 6, and you go up until you hit the graph. And then you go left until you hit the Y-axis. And this is actually a technique that you will use in SAT questions. There's a couple where you can do exactly this. So what is the Y value there? Where did we go and hit roughly?
6.
Right. I mean, we're kind of above the 7.
Oh wait, no. It's above 7, like 7.4.
Sure.
I was looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at the
Okay.
X-axis.
But if we look
not the
at
Y.
if we
Or
look
the-
at if we look at the answers 5, 1, 10, and 7, even if you had said 6, that's probably
yeah, it's 7.
yeah, 7's a
Seven.
little closer.
I was looking at the bottom one, not
Okay.
the top one, the wrong one.
Yeah, and the difference is in this problem they're giving you X, whereas in the previous problem they were giving you Y. Okay, so let's look at another one here. Let's look at number 12. Snip that in. All right. So again, you got to draw that line of best fit. I guess I'll do it in I guess the color doesn't matter here. Just roughly, you can move it around a little bit. It's maybe something like that. Yours might look a little bit different than mine. But you have to pay attention up to here. It's like, what value are they giving you? Are they giving you X or Y?
The Y.
The Y. So you go to the Y axis and you go to 5 and you go until you go horizontal until you hit the
7. Wait, no, 8, 9.
Yeah, I'm closer to 9. These actually are pretty good answers. I mean, it's you gotta be really careful here. Again, the idea is you want the same number above and below that line, roughly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll move on to 13. Okay, so same thing. We're going to get that graph, that line. You notice I'm kind of adjusting it. That's like, okay, it's kind of that, I need to kind of adjust it. I don't know, maybe that. But if you were to count, on the bottom here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up top. I mean, I have the advantage of I've done, thousands of these, but there's nothing really complicated about this. You're just drawing a line that you think is the best one. Y is 20. So we go to 20 on the Y-axis and we go over there until we hit the graph. And notice it actually extends out a little bit.
Mhm.
Did you talk about the idea of extrapolation in class?
Nope.
Okay. Well, extrapolation is when you go beyond the data points that you have. So the question is, where does this blue hit on the x-axis? Where to come down? Where does that hit?
Yeah, about like 12.
12. 12 is a good answer because it's there. If it wasn't there, then maybe it wouldn't be such a good answer. All right, 14. Look at 14. 14, it gets a little tougher because the trend line isn't as obvious. Get this snipped in here. So what I think could be really challenging here is you don't know whether the line goes up or down. I sort of see it as it being pretty horizontal here. And again, if you just count points, like you say, okay, well, how many are below this line? Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 below, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 above.
Mhm.
Okay,
That should be.
so now X is 1. That means you got to go to the X-axis,
Yes.
come up
X-axis.
until you hit it, until you hit the curve.
17.
Yes.
It's about 17.
Okay. But it would be very easy to actually draw the wrong line here. This might be a good one to ask your teacher about and say, hey, am I going to get anything like this on the test? Because it's hard to know whether the line goes up or down or is straight. All right, you're ready to move on to 14 or 15, sorry.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to start asking you some questions. I've done a number of examples here. Would you say the trend here generally goes down,
Yeah.
goes up, or goes down? Which would you say
Goes
here?
down.
Yeah,
It goes down.
it's slightly down, and that's important to see. Again, you just kind of take, I got the advantage. I can move this line around a little bit, something like that. Maybe it can go through the points. Doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to miss them all. It's not like an old game where you're avoiding stuff. But then you got to decide, are they giving me the X or the Y? The Y is 8. So there's 8. So we're kind of already on it. So you got to just go straight down. What's the X value there?
8.
The Y
Wait, no,
value
that's
is
the
8.
Y.
Yeah. What about the X value?
There is none.
Well, it's 0.
Oh,
So what that suggests is maybe this isn't the best line. Maybe it was a little bit more, I don't know, something maybe more like this a little bit, because then it will kind of suit the answer a little better. Like 8, you go over, you hit the curve, and then you come straight down, and then it's probably more clear.
Yeah, that's 1.
But if you're close, like I said, 0 is pretty close to 1 in this type of problem. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm super tired.
I get it. It's the end of the week. Everybody that has done anything is tired, whether it's school, work. We're all just like, man, this is miserable. Do you have a full day of class tomorrow?
Yes, it's I just got done filming a 3-hour long Minecraft video with my friend.
Okay. Well, that was pretty intense, I'm sure. What do you guys use? I'm sorry, trying to think of it. What do you guys use to record it?
I don't know. He probably just uses a screen recorder.
Okay, because I know you can actually like stream. What is it, Twitch? Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could also stream on YouTube.
Yeah, I didn't know if you guys were doing anything like that. That's really cool. Like when I played video games, we didn't have that, but it was, you just played, and then you eventually got a headset and you could talk to someone. I mean, now you can do you can talk, video, you can stream. I mean, it's pretty wild.
So
So is this graph going up or is it going down?
Oh, it's definitely going down.
Yes. Yes. So let me kind of give my best guess at the line of best fit here. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with that. Roughly, yeah, pretty happy with that. Maybe a little come up a little, right there. So are they giving you X or Y?
Why?
Y. So I know it's a little hard to do, but if you could on my screen go to where Y is 9, go until you hit the graph and then drop it down. It's always this L shaped. Okay. And I got 1.5. So the answers, like I'm trying to figure out which one is it closest to, but it also leads me to believe maybe my line was a little high. You know, maybe this is a better line on this. It's hard to say. You know, maybe there it's a little better. Maybe it's closer to 1. And the only value that's close to 1 is 0. So they're not expecting you to be perfect. They're just expecting you to get kind of in the right space.
Mm-hmm. So, oh, okay, yeah, got that. Got that
That
down.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's try number 20. I learned something today that you can play Pokemon Go with more than one device. I didn't know that. I saw a guy, he had like 64 phones for Pokemon Go. I thought that's wild.
Oh,
That's commitment too to doing it. So this one clearly goes down and to the right. Okay. And that's not great. Let's see if we can move this up a little bit. Yeah, maybe there. I don't know, somewhere in there. That probably looks okay to me. So now, are they giving you X or Y?
X.
Okay, so that's the horizontal axis. You go to wherever X is 3 on the horizontal axis, come up until you hit the graph, and then you go left. And what is that close to?
50.
It's a little less than 50.
Yeah, but it's closer to 50.
Well,
I guess 45.
yeah, the problem is if you say it's 50, you could be stuck between, you could potentially be stuck between two values. So you want to try to get a little, you know, even if you said like 49, I would have been happier with that because it's at least it's in the 40s.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so this is pretty clear how to do this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I want you to try the last one on your own and let me know what you come up with.
Okay, so I got a value of also 40. Also 40. Or in between 40 and 50.
So which would you choose here as your answer? A, B, C, or D?
A.
Okay. Now let me draw what I believe to be the line of best fit, and I want you to tell me how close yours is to this.
I know I chose the upper ones because it says 40, and I was just getting the one to closest to 40.
Did you draw the line of best fit though?
Best fit.
Like we've been doing on every problem? Have you been drawing this line?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was expecting to see a line like this.
No. Yeah, I
So-
did draw a line.
okay.
Just I did it with the one above it, the line, the dots above it.
Okay, so this one, let's see, let's go see, because you might be right, I'm not sure. So 40. See, I have it hitting a little bit below 30. I'd probably go with 25 on this one.
Oh. All right. All right. Yeah, that does make sense. I guess.
Yeah.
All right, got it down.
Okay, so we've got some time left. I've actually got some problems from a previous lesson. We can do on some line stuff. Would that be okay, or do you have anything else you want us to specifically work on?
I think that'll be good.
Okay. So this is it's actually part of some of my SAT, ACT prep stuff, but we're just gonna work on some problems here. Be good to just see, how you think through them. So here's a pretty basic, straightforward question. Sorry, give me just a moment here. So what they're asking for in this problem, they're just asking for you, the student here, to figure out what is the equation of the line. What is the equation of the line?
The equation of the line.
Yes.
Um. Uh, I think one.
A, B, C, or D?
Oh, A.
Okay. Now, why would you say A? What is it about A that draws you in and says this is the right number? Or this is the right answer?
Because I looked in the center. I went out. Went one. I went.
Okay.
And I, then I went one up.
Now, do you remember any equations of a line that we have looked at?
Or is it Y? Y equals one.
Do you remember this one? Y equals
Yeah,
mx
it's
plus b?
yeah.
Okay. Are any of these in that form?
The last one, D.
Okay. And actually B and C kind of are. Now, how do you determine the slope of the line from the graph? Do you remember that?
I don't know. My dogs are blocking my screen now. All right.
Okay. Let me know when you
Yes. Yeah. Right. So I see. See now.
okay. What is the slope of this line?
So with the line, it's 1/2.
So you're going up 1 and then right 2. Is that what you mean?
Oh no, I get it's one. It's up 1/1.
Exactly. It's 1/1. Okay. Do you remember what the B value represents or what it refers to?
It represents the slope.
Nope. M is the slope.
No,
M
not
is
the slope. It represents the y-axis.
the y-axis, exactly, where it crosses the y-axis. Where does this cross the y-axis?
At 1.
At 1. A lot of ones here. Okay. So I want you to write the equation mx plus b, but I want you to substitute the value of m and the value of b and tell me what you come up with.
Okay, so it's y equals 1/1 x plus b plus 1.
Plus 1. Good. Now, which of these answers, A, B, C, or D, matches what you just told me?
Uh,
Or which is the closest?
it's B.
I'm sorry?
B because it's y
B like
equals
boy or D like dog?
B. B like boy.
Okay, does B have an X in it?
Oh no! So wait, would it be D?
Yes.
Oh, that's what I was gonna originally answer, but yeah, I was just looking at y
Okay.
equals 1.
Yeah, I'm not trying to, there's no trick questions here. I'm just trying to see where you're at on these. And here's one like it. Okay. And I think you know enough to try this problem on your own. Basically, it's just what is the correct equation of this line?
Equation? equation. It's
So don't even read this part. Just tell me which of the graph, which of the lines over here on the right is correct.
correct. C.
Okay, how confident are you in your answer?
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay, let's go through this. What's the B value?
The B value. That is 5.
Okay, which of the options A, B, C, and D have a B value of 5?
A and C.
Okay, so that's good. So you're down to 2. It's better to guess with 2 than 1. Now, here's another point on your graph, A to B. Tell me how you go from A to B and use words like up, down, left, right, north, south, east, west.
You go over 1. Go up 3 over 1.
Okay, so if I'm at
or
A,
over 1 down 3.
okay, that's better. Now it is rise over run, so you have to go up or down first.
Up.
From A, you're starting at A.
You have to go down.
You have to go down. Down is negative. How many down are you going?
Oh, so 3.
Down 3. How many right are you going?
1.
Okay, that's your slope. Which is correct, A or C?
All right.
Okay, let's do one more and then we'll close out here.
Wait, so the answer is A?
Yes.
Oh,
Have you taken the SAT before, the PSAT?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right, so last question, same thing. You got to figure out this graph has a line. Tell me which of these 4 equations is correct.
Okay, well, I'm not putting my stomach.
-2. It's C.
It is C. C is the only one with the correct B value.
Yes.
All right, really good. I've got